rough one last night. Oh my gosh, hopefully week 10 is a lot better. We'll get into the Broncos. How can this offense get it going again? And we're going to talk through both sides of it with Marcel Reece of the Raiders. And by the way, we also have James Cook on the show. Talked to him yesterday, had a little James Cookie with him. Highest paid, what he's leading the league in, what's important to him as far as career highs. And why are these Bills, and why is Josh Allen feeling a little different down the stretch? We also have star corner. This is a wild show. 5-4 Carolina Panthers, the king of the one-handed pick, Jaycee Horn, on the program as well. Packed show. Last night was ugly. Last night was ugly. If you're watching the show at a bar at some point during the day, on one of our many ways to watch this program, this is one. Order a shot. Take the shot. This was a how do I feel better about this on this Friday morning / afternoon / wherever you're watching it. Now the Broncos, the good part of it between the Raiders and the Broncos, it was an AFC bout, so those games are meaningful in the win-loss column. Broncos now 8-2. I cannot fully dismiss that. We're going to give them some love. Past a couple things in a minute, but this was ugly. Ooh, this was a migraine as a fan of football. 9 drives, Ed Rooney, in which they did not record a first down last night. More penalties, 11 penalties, no way. 11, that's insane. More penalties than they had first downs in this game. Nope, not a recipe. Maybe it is a recipe for winning. Who cares if they won? I don't know how I feel about this. It was so sloppy, painfully so. The penalty's the biggest root cause of why this looked so bad. And what I'd be most annoyed about if I was in the locker room, in the coaches' offices as a fan, they're getting into these sitches where they're behind the sticks. I've sort of talked about this kind of all season long. Not how I want this to go. Not how they're built to play, to outlast opponents, to be decisive in these wins. Broncos lead the entire league in offensive penalty yards on first and second down. That's gotten them into more third and 11s than one would care to imagine or dream, more than anybody in the NFL. That has in turn, of course, ipso facto, what so have you, carry the one. That contributes to them leading the league in 3-and-out drives. Their average yards to go on third down is 7.6 yards. That's the most, as you can see there on this beautiful graphic. Especially bad when you consider their running backs are averaging 5.2 yards per carry on first and second down. That ranks tops in the league. If you're that efficient running the ball on early downs and you still get into this many third and longs, riddle me that. The jig is up. I don't get it. The talent is there, which does give me hope that this can be fixed. Penalties, fixable. If they cut those out, you cut that by half and you just have like 5 or 6 a game, then we will be more favorable, and there will be more favorable down situations and distances because of that run game that we just touted, which of course helps the passing game. It all makes sense, but I'm not saying this is an excuse for Bowie. Absolutely has to be better if they're going to beat the Chiefs next week and continue this run to win the division. I'm just saying, I think he will be when this unit as a whole cuts out some of the nonsense that we saw last night. And I'm sure there's reasons deeper than it. These are just my thoughts a couple hours after the game. That being said, the defense is sexy. 8-2, and the defense continues to buy the offense time to figure it out, to get going, to work out whatever's happening. Even without Patrick Surtain, I think that really means something. Confidence-wise, this pass rush is entering all-time legendary territory. They had another 6 sacks last night. Sexy 6 sacks. Look at this. The Broncos averaging more sacks per game than any team in the last 39 seasons. The third most ever in a single season. Nick Bonito, complete game wrecker again last night. He's up to 9.5 on the year. The sacks are coming from everywhere. Nightmares, hellscape. 16 different Broncos. 16 sexy sacks. 6 last night. 6 sacks last night. 16 dudes getting to the quarterback is elite level. That is legendary stuff. I don't know that I mean, you guys tell me. I'm sure you've seen something like this. I can't remember us seeing anything like this. And if they keep this up, and then you get Patrick back, maybe just in time for taking on Patrick, this is great. We've seen teams with offenses that look a little sloppy-woppy make the Super Bowl, go on Super Bowl runs with great, stout, legendary defenses. I'm not giving the offense love right now, so that's where I'm leaving it. I'm not gonna accept that this offense will be that bad. And I do want to put that out there. Let's take a look at the winds of change. Oh, here they come. Winds of change in the AFC West. Broncos now the co-favorites. Yes, FanDuel, the overlords, changing the odds to win the division at plus 130. First time they've been favored all season, by the way. Chargers had been briefly, but not the Broncos until this morning. 8-2 plus 130 there. Raiders plus 30,000. I feel like we don't need to put that on the graphic when it's that sad. Okay, let's take a look at the Week 10 slate, because the good thing about this game last night is that we can only go up from there. We got some winds of change, by the way, in the Jags-Texans. Jacksonville going from 1.5-point underdogs to 1.5-point faves at Houston. Texans have 7 different players who have not practiced this week, including C.J. Stroud, who is out for this one. Rams 4.5-point faves over the Niners. Remember San Francisco? They won the first matchup a few weeks ago on TNF. This would be the first win for LA in the division if they can get it done. And the Chargers, a 2.5-point fave over the Steelers in the Sunday Nighter. They're going to try to keep pace with the Broncos in the AFC West and take a 2-game lead over KC in the win column, while the Chiefs are on their bye, which we love. And remember, by the way, this is going to go live. It might be live now, right? Is it live now? I don't know, but we have Booster around the world. You guys go check at FanDuel Sportsbook. Get there, tweet me if it's live for the Colts-Falcons game. Early one. I think it's 6:30 here on the West Coast, so 9:30 a.m. Eastern. You got to get this in. Use the 30% profit boost token. You have to go onto the website, onto the app, claim it, and then pick an anytime touchdown scorer for that one. No restrictions. We're hanging loose here on FanDuel Sportsbook early in the morning in Germany. Lots of stars to choose from. I think we got a lot of scoring in this one, so I cannot wait. Hamilton, we got to pick people for that one. I'm going to go Drake London. Do I know why? No, I think he's on a heater. Nobody talks about it. I think he scores in this one against a feisty Colts team. Is Sauce going in this one?
I saw he's been practicing in full, so it seems to be trending in a good direction for him to play. I like Michael Pittman is a little banged up. I like Alec Pierce to score one for the Colts in this one. I'm going Alec Pierce. I'm using that boost on him.
Did you see that Sauce signed some of his first jerseys and gave them to those 2 crying Jets fans?
Yeah, I did. That was amazing.
And that's how the AFC South was won. That's exactly how you do it. You get them to forget about the lifelong drama and hop on board. And that will always be such a cool moment for them and for that. And so obviously great defense. I think one of the better secondaries. They're going to fight to be the best secondary. Broncos respectfully with this Colts team, but that's an exciting one. I think Jake London scores. I'm trying to think Jonathan Taylor's always great for a score.
Yeah.
Let's see DJ run one in. That's the fun. That's the fodder here. And there's nothing better when there's no seatbelts. You know, there's no restrictions here. You pick the anytime touchdown score of your little dreams. Quentin Nelson, does he score? Sure. Do whatever the heck. Cam Bynum, do whatever you want over at FanDuel Sportsbook between these two with the early game. Is this the first game ever in Berlin?
I think so, because they've had them. There were Munich games, though.
Yes, as I said, this is the first game ever in Berlin.
Yeah, I think so.
The answer to that can't be there's been Germany games. I think it's the first one in Berlin. Jane Slater's over there, I saw. I think it's the first one over there in Berlin. So very exciting to watch that. And this gives you a little extra 30% more reasons to watch and enjoy that game. I want to get into the Eagles this morning. Why? Because you did last night. Wanted to talk about the Eagles, so here we are. Well, I feel like deadline day, Howie Roseman, we know he's a sick pup, a character. He's wheeling and dealing, doing all these things. Am I going to take up smoking? I bring up cigarettes on the show what is that? Have you noticed this?
That trip to London did something. I don't know.
I've been bringing up cigarettes more and more. I don't know that I've ever inhaled a cigarette, by the way. or really anything. I can like pretend I'm doing it, but I don't ever do. But I did when I was a teenager. I would say from 15 to 18, maybe like 14 to 17. I would walk around with like a pack of cigarettes in my purse, just to feel in the most poser, impostery way. That's what I would do. I drank, but smoking I never took up. But I liked having a lighter and a pack of cigs in my purse just to get in trouble.
There's a lot to unpack there. I don't even know where to begin.
I don't know either. Very weird. Howie Roseman is not fake smoking. He is lighting them up. That's what he's doing. I don't know how to even segue into this. Thanks, Sam. We got to talk about what Howie Roseman was able to do, because they just they check all the boxes in the best way possible. Obviously, they needed some fixings. He was able to make it happen, not even just in one swoop on deadline day, on the fly, not even in a stealth way. He just doesn't care about anything else but making and managing this roster. And I feel as though the Eagles are probably going to go to the Super Bowl because of these moves. This was the #1 total defense a year ago. They've been 23rd this year. Oof. They had as many sacks in their 4 playoff games last year than they've had the entire season this year. You don't want that, you know? They lost Josh Sweat, Milton Williams, and company. That's a big deal. But so was, and equalized and canceled out, is the big deal of getting Jalen Phillips. I think the entire National Football League is jealous of this move. You designate Nolan Smith for return for IR, revamping the cornerback room, Michael Carter, Jair Alexander. You can make this upcoming game, this Monday nighter against the Packers, about the tush-push storyline all you frickin' want. What I'm sure is that that's giving, there's fuel to that on the LaFleur side. It's giving fuel to the Philly side and all of that. But it's different to that. Another angle to sort of look at is it's also an Eagles opportunity to flex what they did on defense. This is a Howie Roseman opportunity. They can take control of the NFC. They can send Green Bay to the edge of the playoff picture. When people are jumping ship on those Packers, I just wanted to give a little, I think that this is, and Hamilton, I'd love your opinion on this. Why, in like a concise way, were these moves the confidence and optimism to go to Levi Stadium to win the Lombardi?
I think that pass rush is a big deal. That pass rush was a driving factor last year in getting them to that Super Bowl and getting the secondary where it needs to be. If Jair can play up to his potential, you got 2 all-pro corners there and Cooper DeJean doing his thing in the slot. And even if he doesn't, getting Michael Carter, that is still an upgrade at corner, even if Jair isn't healthy. So this is a huge deal. I
don't have the odds up. What are the odds right now? I think we even show for the Eagles to go as the complete team that they are, and these moves that they made that they needed to make. 23rd is not going to cut it. It's just not. And now you are. And I remember saying around this time last year, this is the most complete team top to bottom. And you do have, like, Seattle's looking great. There's the Rams. But there's something, this game will be my game. And I remember because it was a clip that went viral where at this point, everyone was questioning the Eagles. All of this, just top to bottom, both sides of the ball. This is going to be that game, Monday, November 10th, in Green Bay, that if they go and they decisively handle the Packers, we will have really big clarity on what's about to happen. I don't know who's going to stop this team of the Eagles from there. I don't. What are their odds?
Yeah,
they are plus 750.
And to win the NFC Championship plus 380, which they are the favorites, and their cushion there increased over the Rams after these moves they made too.
You know that it's so interesting. Those numbers fly up there a little faster when it's Philly. Our brilliant graphics dynamo, our mastermind, huge Eagles fan. John Coltrane is also a great musician. Still to come, James Cook, the Bills running back, is here, one of the best seasons ever, his best season ever. Let's see what it means for the rest of the way. And we also have Panthers corner, a beloved member of the Up and Adams family, Jaycee Horn, is on the show. Up next, we've got Marcel Reece on the show. K-Makers. Marcel, what happened to the Raiders? It's okay, they still have plus 30,000 odds to go to the Super Bowl. Or no, just to win the division. Yikes, that's crazy. Tammy, what are the Raiders' odds to win the Super Bowl? Impossible odds? Over? Game over?
Let's see what we got here. It's never over. Hold on.
The Pete Carroll.
I know. They're plus 100,000 there. Yeah.
Okay.
By the way, the control room's on it today with the music too. When you started talking about the Broncos' sexy pass rush, did you hear that music that came in?
Say it one more time.
I said the control room is on it with the music this morning too.
Oh, I didn't hear.
When you mentioned the Broncos' sexy pass rush,
oh,
that
it got
music.
sexy? Did they play John Coltrane?
I don't know what it was, but yeah, it was steamy.
Steamy? I didn't hear it. Okay. Yeah, so it looks like Sauce is going to play.
Yeah.
That's fun. That's fun. That's fun. That's fun.
Yeah, that's huge.
Okay. Okay, Maker's out of break. Jaycee Horn, so delightful. Very happy for him. And then I feel like my takeaway from James Cook, which you guys will see, is that he's really opened up as far as feeling himself, which is what we need out of James Cook, because sometimes even just as a staff, like interviewing him, it's like we can't tell him, ask him what it's like to lead the league in yards per game, because he's just going to be like, you know.
Yeah.
And I feel like this go around, he's more like, I am him. I'm happy, which is great. I love that we have Marcel. What a show today.
Yeah, this is a great one.
Yeah.
And I loved hearing JC talk about his dad too. If you grew up in there, that we did watching Joe Horn terrorize teams, pull out the cell phone. It's fun to hear the role that he's had and everything.
Yeah. Did it remind you of anything when he was saying that? That it was like, oh yeah, good game, but here's the list of things. Did that resonate with you at all, or did that? No,
I can't. I don't know anybody like that.
No one asked you. Okay, let's do this. No, like literally. Okay. Time for K-Makers. Get to FanDuel Sportsbook. I'm telling you, these dudes are going to score touchdowns in Week 10. Kyron Williams, hi. You've got the Niners. Ooh, fun rivalry. We love this. Stafford, best year ever. He's been throwing so many lately. You can actually get Kyron at plus odds. What, plus 105? He's been a touchdown machine in his career. He's going to punch one in. Just trust me. How about Sam Laporta? Lions, Commanders, meaningful game. Remember the playoffs? Washington's given up the second most touchdowns to the tight end spot. This is, when you look at these tight end splits, points against, touchdowns against, those are easy to predict a little bit, or at least have some fun with. Over on FanDuel Sportsbook, plus 145 right now. And who should we go with? Who is that outline of? That's Nico. I was on this early in the week, sent it to Ham, he does insane things against the Jags. He has scored 3 times in his last 4 against the Jets. By the way, whatever the yards is, hit the over on that as well. He just has a way to do it. Davis Mills, I don't care about it. I want to hear it. He's going to feed Nico. Okay, now to feed my information in my noggin here on a Friday, we have 4-time Pro Bowl fullback for the Raiders, my bestie. We can talk a little college, though. I don't really care about that, but you do your thing for the Big Ten Network. Look at that smile. What are we smiling about after this, on both sides, just stupid game last night?
Smiling about being up in Adams right now.
Yeah.
That's the best place. This is the best place I can be right now.
Okay. That said, Broncos get their 7th straight win. They're 8-2. The defense looked incredible. Denver only put up 10 points. We're just going to start with the Broncos because they won, though we're going to start with the Raiders. Raiders couldn't get anything going. Marcel, you spend a year with Pete Carroll to end your career. People are saying he's the most overrated coach of all time on Twitter. We know how these teams operate, though. Run the ball, defense. Why doesn't it feel like that's translating to this roster?
It's not translating because it just takes time. It takes a lot of time. I think we've been enamored with the instant gratification of some of these coaches who come in and can hit the ground running. But Pete set out for a year, and when it comes down to it, you have a rookie running back who has the ability to be sensational, but it takes time to have continuity on the offensive line. You have a brand new offensive coordinator in Chip Kelly who comes with a different creative type of scheme. So those types of things take time. The defense is good at times and shows spurts. Obviously with Max is an absolute superstar and game wrecker. It just takes time to build continuity between a team. A lot of new pieces.
Broncos 3 games up on the Chiefs. They were out of sorts too. They somehow get this win. The defense looked great. When you watch this offense with the Broncos, I talked about it to start this. It's just like penalties, and then run game isn't like, as somebody, the run, everyone's so talented. In your eyes, what's your takeaway? Because I've had TJ Ward, Darren Sproles yesterday was like, they're just winning, leave it alone. And then I look at it and I'm like, yeah, they're 8-2, but then are they going to beat the Chiefs this way? Maybe. They keep winning, so that has to mean something. I can't make sense of what's going on.
Here's the thing. When you're building a really great team, you want to win in every facet, and you want to just find ways to win. But in those wins, you have to fix the problems that you're having. Right now, the Broncos aren't necessarily fixing the mistakes that they're making. So you can tell right now they have the makings of a good team, but they're just going to be a good regular season team. They may even win the division, but you start to see like this is a one and done team, because when it gets to the playoffs, you cannot be one dimensional. You can't depend on your defense to bail you out every single time. If you watch the Chiefs, the AFC West and the Super Bowl is still going to run through Arrowhead, and it hurts my heart to say that, but Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, and the crew have built a team and a culture there that wins no matter what. Right now, this Broncos team is winning because their defense is really, really good. Well,
the team that you described, the Chiefs, have Patrick Mahomes. What do you make of this Bo Nix? People are jumping ship. Are you out on Bo Nix?
I'm not out on Bo Nix. Bo Nix is a very good quarterback. He is smart. He has a high football IQ. He can be accurate with the football. The problem with the Broncos as a whole on offense is they have no identity. They don't know what they want to be yet. Sean Payton is has a fantastic offensive mind, one of the best in the history of the game, but he's still trying to learn this team. He's still trying to learn this division and also learn his young quarterback.
That's hard to believe. You don't think that he knows exactly what he wants to do? And I look at it and I'm like, there's a reason that he must be calling these type of plays for, I don't know, like there must be, I think there might be something going on there. I don't know.
Sometimes what you want to do and what you can do are completely separate things. He doesn't have the roster that he had in New Orleans with the Alvin Kamara's and the Drew Breeses to run those same type of plays. If you can't put a square peg in a round hole. So Sean Payton is going to have to adjust a little bit of what he wants to do with the players that he can do certain things with.
I feel like they should run the ball more.
Oh, coming from our fullback lover, absolutely.
I think their best success comes, their identity is on the ground.
That's what they should be doing, but it can't be your identity if you don't do it. You have to run the football, stay ahead of the sticks, take pressure off your young quarterback, and that's what they're not doing. They should be running the ball much more. They do it efficiently, and that's how they ended the game last night.
They're averaging over 5 yards a carry.
And they don't hand it off enough.
Let's run the football. Let's give them, and maybe they will against the Chiefs. We'll have to see that. Chiefs. So what are we saying here? Let's look at. Are we looking at? Do we have the AFC West odds? Can we pop those up? So what do we say? Broncos are at the top. If you're a Chiefs fan watching last night, you're like, LOL. This is going to be fun next week. Is this the Chiefs' streak of 9 AFC West title world? Is it happening? Is it ending? What do you think?
This is, if it's going to end, this is the year it ends. I think that the Chiefs will get hot just like they always do at the right time, and they will go into the playoffs very hot. I believe that this division is going to have 3 teams in the playoffs. Yeah. This is the best division in football.
Gosh, I'm kind of convinced.
Great graphic, by the way, but did we have to put the 30,000 on?
What did Harrison, you get on here right now and you tell Marcel. What did I say? I said,
Come on, Ham.
Hamilton, what did I say? And it wasn't even, it had nothing to do with Marcel either. Hamilton's left the building. He's drawing up plays for his high school football team tonight. Hamilton, did I not say, isn't it kind of egregious, a bit of a slap in the face to put plus 30? What go on.
A little bit.
You did say that, but yeah, the facts are the facts right now. That's what they are, and you know.
That's very nonchalant of you, Ham.
Guys, I'm more convinced than ever, based off what you're saying, Marcel, after watching this game. I'm more convinced. Harrison, you can stay on. Harrison can stay for this. I'm more convinced than ever right now. TJ Ward, everyone. I love the Broncos. Huge supporter. I keep trying to be like, this is a problem, and nobody's on board with me saying it's a problem. And they are. If you look at it, they have three. What does it have? 3 wins over the Chiefs right now.
I believe so, yeah. And there was that one that came down to the blocked field goal at the end of the game last year.
I'm saying,
like, they
in the
always
win,
do play
in the
the
win
Chiefs
column.
up.
Yeah,
Up 3 games in the win
up.
column, yeah.
Are the Broncos winning the Super Bowl? Because if everyone keeps telling me you want to win games like this, I guess they keep winning. I can't imagine what that does to a team throughout the week, giving it like momentum week. Like now I'm convinced this team, just like this, with all this BS happening, they're going to win. They're going to win the Super Bowl.
You can't be convinced like that. They have to fix the issues. They have to fix the issues.
Do they actually?
They absolutely have to fix the issues. It changes in the playoffs.
I don't know. I've seen really good pass rushers just waltz their way right into. I'm just saying.
Well,
yeah, I'm thinking, can they be like the 2000 Ravens or like the 2002 Bucks? Like, is the defense that good that they have that in them that they don't necessarily have to fix the offense?
Marcel?
No. If you look at those Ravens, when they had a huge explosive plays in the offense at certain times, right? They chose moments and they were opportunistic on the offensive end of the field. Right now, you don't really see that from the Broncos. You don't see those splashes on offense. This is run by the defense. Their pass rush is exceptional. That if they can just run the ball and keep that defense off the field just for a millisecond, they will be a really good football team.
Hamilton saw that Dodgers hat. He's a Yankees fan, and he said, "Put those plus 3,000 odds on that graphic." Ham, we're going to let you go here, but we're going to do a little buy or sell. You said no decisively. You're the perfect person to play this with, so we're going to do buy or Marcel. Get it?
I love it.
So do I. Let's do this. We'll start with Matthew Stafford. Let's start with Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford will win his first MVP this season at age 37. Buy or Marcel?
I'm buying that.
Tell me.
I'm buying that. If you look at Matthew Stafford, he has 21 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. His team is winning. They're one of the best teams in the NFC. And Sean McVay is a mastermind calling those plays.
Yeah, nothing to apologize for. The Rams 4.5-point faves on the road against the Niners, best year ever. Okay, at 3-5, the Ravens will 100% make the playoffs. Are you buying or Marcelling that?
I'm buying it. I love Lamar Jackson and the energy that he has come back with on the field. And teams have not had to plan against him over the last few weeks since he's been out. And it's like he's a new man out there. I love the energy that he brings to this team. It's not surprising in any way, but it's gratifying to see it come back.
The Ravens 4.5-point faves on the road against the Vikings. I'm saying all this stuff about the Broncos, and I forget Lamar's back. They're clicking. They look good. Yeah, they might go to the Super Bowl and get it done here, at least the playoffs. Mike Vrabel will win his 2nd Coach of the Year. Buy or Marcel?
I hate to be the guy buying it all, but I'm buying that too.
Over these guys? Shane Steichen?
Shane Steichen is really playing well. They had a setback. They have a really good identity. I like Shane Steichen. You're right. I'm selling it.
Oh, Marcel, look how cute that is.
You sold me on it.
I got what I didn't say anything. I just said Shane Steichen. Look at how easy it is. I love this. Vrabel is doing his thing though. This team could go. They didn't make any moves, but is this a contender to you?
When you say contender, what do you mean by contender? I don't think they're going to win a Super Bowl. I think that they're going to be a really good football team. Mike Vrabel has the ability to galvanize a locker room in ways that other coaches don't know how. His team is going to take on his personality and demeanor and be extremely tough and hard to beat no matter who they play.
Sounds like you should have picked him for a coach. buying that he's coach of the year. Two quick ones. We have a minute left, so very quickly.
Yes.
Even after the Sauce Gardner trade, the 5-3 Jags will end up challenging the Colts for the AFC South title. Jags have a cute little schedule. Buy or Marcel?
I'm Marcel in that.
Yeah, it's the Colts.
I'm Marcel in that. I think the Colts have made the right moves. I think this team they run the football. They know their identity. And Jonathan Taylor is going to be top 3 pick for MVP himself.
Wow, look, our show hates the Titans too. Look at those odds on there, plus 30,000 down there. Last one for you: the Washington Huskies will make the college football playoffs. Buy or Marcel?
I'm buying that 100%. Jed Fish, Damon Williams Jr. are playing their tails off. The schedule looks good. They have a tough game against Oregon up in the Pacific Northwest, the Border Wars, they call it. That's going to be a fun game to watch in a few weeks.
I can't wait. It was my given team by a FanDuel football analyst named Josh Pate. He said that I encompass, right, Hamilton? It was the Huskies. I encompass...
You
the Washington, yeah, and then I didn't realize that Marcel was what you, Hamilton. All you had to say was that Marcel Reece was a Washington Husky, and I would have been all aboard. You know,
that's all you need. Yeah.
Marcel, I can't have you on the. You better never come in studio because this tension is insane. No, I'm kidding. You're the best. We love you, Marcel.
I'm coming
Reece,
in studio. I can't wait.
Big Ten Network. I will buy that. I need to buy Marcel a coffee, a drink, or something. We appreciate you for coming on the show as often as you do. Thank you.
Thank you for having me on the show. Appreciate
You're
you
the
guys.
best. And thank you for smiling, even though the Raiders are not winning. And Hamilton, that's your fault, clearly.
Clearly.
He's the best.
Because I'm the one that had to remind him. Yeah.
I think Marcel Reece has the best smile in NFL history. Who has I don't know anyone that has a better smile. I'm thinking maybe... No, I think he's got the best smile. I don't know anyone who has a better smile.
Might have to put a list together.
His smile has aura. Who else has a great smile? Yeah, I don't know. I think it might be him. Think if you... Best smile in the NFL. Think anything comes up? I bet you AI would tell me. Could someone AI that? Oh, Jalen Hurts has a good smile. But his is because it doesn't happen often. That's why his sticks out, I think. You know what's so funny? They have Aaron Jones on. Oh, Travis has a good smile.
Yeah.
Travis has
Aaron
a good
Jones
smile.
is a good one.
Aaron Jones has a good one. Why is Reggie Bush in my head?
So.
I'm just thinking of...
It's not something I put a lot of thought into. I got to be honest, but you're right. No.
You're like, this is... Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, that... Jalen objective... Now we're just talking about good-looking people when you get, you know...
and in the Reggie Bush and that type.
Yeah, I think that's why Reggie popped in my head, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's because you don't get... I think the smile in a vacuum, you don't get it very often. Anyway, Marcel wins out of all. He's on top of all those people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fair. Sure.
Do I love Marcel Reece? What's happening? Okay. I love cookies. Welcome back to the Up and Adam Show. James Cook. I should call him James Cookie. Ate one of these with him. He's easily might take the league's rushing title this year. It's not being talked about enough, and here he is. You are leading the league in rushing yards per game. What is the secret?
Just working hard every day in practice. You know, just coming out here and just showing why I could be the best. And it shows in practice and it shows on Sundays.
Do you know what I have here that makes me so happy? I'm kind of crabby right now because I have a new computer. Can I show you something that's so exciting?
My cookie?
How did you know? Wait.
Because I heard it.
You heard what?
I heard you rap.
No, you didn't. James, that is so freaking weird that you heard the cookie.
No, I heard you like picking up something, so I obviously thought it was gonna be that.
You don't enjoy it? I'm gonna try one of these. Tell me about this cookie.
It's like got a lot of things in it. Pretzels, you know. It's pretty good though. It's pretty good.
We had it shipped to LA like overnight. Like what it took us, James, to get this cookie.
This your first time eating it?
Uh-huh. You didn't send me any.
My bad.
I'm over here trying to get you, help you get a deal, trying to put you on the MVP conversation. And here you are, I don't even get cookies. This is delicious.
My bad. I'm sorry. I apologize. I'll send you some.
There's a lot going on in here, which I love. There's a lot going on in the AFC right now where you guys are absolutely crushing it, dominant. I hope you guys get a Super Bowl. After you come off this win against the Chiefs, everyone's like, oh, wait till the playoff. Did this win, and you've played them enough to answer this honestly, did this feel different? What felt different about this win?
Just the way we was playing, I just felt like we played physical, came out there with a mindset that we was going to be the most physical team, and I felt like we did that.
Did something feel different about them?
I wouldn't say that because at the end of the day, Pat Mahomes can be Pat Mahomes. So, it always going to go to the end, and, whoever got the ball last is going to win the game. But, they ran out of time last week. So
I hope you're enjoying it and celebrating, like you said, with your family. Sometimes when players get paid big contracts, the message is they kind of can coast for a minute, They're good. It's easy street. Did you not get that message because you were having the most dominant season ever?
The message that I got to myself was just keep going, and just think about all those nights that you prayed to be here, and just be grateful. So that's why I just go out here and just keep going. Just got a lot more out there to go, and a lot more money to get.
I know you had a workout. You sat out of practice though this week. I didn't like that. How's the ankle?
Oh, I'm ready to go. We'll be out there. When it's time to play on Sunday, you going back home, so it's just gotta play at home.
You gotta play at home. How are you feeling about that? What comes to mind? You play very well against the Dolphins.
Just playing in front of my family and just friends is just always special, and just playing in a stadium that you just go up riding past each and every day. My grandma stays behind the Dolphin Stadium. So it's just a lot in that just playing in Miami.
I love that. You've got some career rushing yards you can pass. I'm glad the ankle's feeling great. You just came off this win over the Chiefs, but I want to revisit the win against Carolina because you had a really nice day. It wasn't Miami, it wasn't Florida, but you did so well. I wanted to ask you about this career high in rushing yards, 216. If you don't sit in the fourth quarter, James, do you think you would have broken AD's record?
Oh, of course. Just
come on, Joe, let's go.
Just thinking smart though. At the end of the day, it's just thinking that you got a long season. And hopefully it comes again. We not chasing things. We just letting it come to you, and it just when it happens, it happens.
You were on pace for 324 at the rate that you were going, 5.4 yards per minute, my friend.
Damn.
I feel like I think you've always been confident. I know that, but I feel like you're a little bit more open about how you're that guy. Do you agree?
Yeah. I just feel like I don't often get all the respect that I deserve, as I would say, but it's other people's opinion. It don't matter. I just keep my head in the right direction and just keep chopping and keep moving.
Sometimes I think you need to talk about it yourself. I do. I think sometimes at that position in an offense where you do have the outside world likes to talk about your quarterback a lot. I like that you're opening up a little bit more about how hard you work to keep your body right. All of these things. I think it's really important. Not to be lost though is what a good teammate you are. I love that the first thing that you do, these press conferences are, when you have a big rushing game, you are thanking that offensive line. Why do you do that? Just all the hard work that they put in, and all the banging that they got to go through to open up lanes and holes. I'm just grateful for those guys, just to be a part of the group, and just to have them as my old lineman. And I'm pretty sure they thankful for me to have me as their running back. So it just go hand in hand. I talk about you a lot because I don't like that there's this narrative from the outside world. And I understand it because your quarterback is special. He's one of one. He's the best player in the league, reigning MVP. But there's a lot of this talk about how the Bills don't have playmakers out. Josh Allen does it all by himself. I hate that narrative. I'm sure Josh does also, because he's a great teammate. How does Josh let you know how important you are?
Just each and every day, just being a guy that he is, a great person. He's just a loving teammate. He communicates with everybody, and just that trust that he got in his guys to make plays for him. So that's what I say. He's a good teammate.
Does it ever get talked about, these stories, or never at all? Is he ever like, F that, don't listen to that, or not at all?
No, he kind of show it with his words and his actions.
I can't believe you've been teammates with him for 4 years now. Isn't that insane?
Yeah.
I don't even understand that. Is he moving differently this year?
Yeah, I'd say last 2 years, last year and this year, he been moving very different.
How?
Just the work that he been putting in, just coming off when we lost those 2 games, just shaking back, just saying, just being that leader, just always keeping us together, so that's our quarterback, and, you only go far as he takes us.
James, how many of these cookies is it going to take to keep Joe Brady in Buffalo?
I don't know. Hopefully he stays.
No, I keep hearing his name. College football. What do you want to say to these college teams trying to poach Coach Brady?
Leave him alone.
Yeah, shut up. Right?
Yeah.
How much credit do you think he deserves for everything that's going right for you guys?
A lot. Just the little things that he give us. He's just a people's person, and he kind of fit in with us just by how young he is. Locker room, he come to every offensive player. Give encouragement. So just that pep in his step that he got.
You don't get talked about enough. You don't feel like you, and I know that you don't get the respect that you deserve. I think it's in front of you this year, though. I think you can take it. Is there somebody that you want to give a little love to, because you know what that feels like? Is there a running back whose game that you are enjoying from a pure football perspective watching?
I just say Rick O'Dowd. Just the things that he have overcome, just being at Dallas. They traded him or whatever they did with him, and just going into the Carolina. Having to be the backup, then rush for 200 yards, then sit. They sit.
Crazy.
It's all over the things that he overcame, and just keep working hard.
Did you talk to him when you guys played them?
Yeah, I talked to him.
What did you say? That's awesome.
Just keep going,
I bet that meant so much to him.
Just keep going, and just keep working.
Thank you for hanging out for a little bit. I know you had a workout today. Glad you're feeling healthy. That's news.
Yeah.
Bills fans will be happy about that. Thank you for the cookies that you didn't send me that we got somehow anyway.
I got you.
You're the best. Good luck. Can't wait to see you out there against the Dolphins. Say hi to the fans.
Thank you.
So happy for him. Happy that he's accomplishing his goals, that he's, I feel like, a little bit more open about embracing his role, how important he is. Loved hearing everything about Josh. Gosh, it's really hard to poke holes in this team. They got a little bit of everything, just like the James cookie, okay? And a huge shout out. Matthew Moses goes to a Tops store in Buffalo, purchases the James Cook cookies. I'm over here DMing Wegmans, trying to get them. Got them to us somehow miraculously overnight so we could enjoy them, and they are delicious, and I'm super, super appreciative to Mr. Moses for all of that. Hamilton, they have all the things I like. They're full of, it's toffee, I'm not going to eat another one today. This show has made me fat. I just want everyone to know. It's not, the 7 glasses of wine I had at Craig's last night. It's nothing to do with that. It is all simply cookies and Monday night mystery burritos and like all sorts of Dunkin' Donut. I'm looking right at her. Cats. She's Hansel and Greteling me to my end.
It's like that Bradley Cooper commercial. Yeah.
I haven't watched that one. It's just something about it. Yeah. I have not watched that one. I have not made it through. No disrespect to him.
You can't do it.
I
No.
just think, yeah.
Just can't do it. Yeah.
Happy Friday. Big game for you. I'm not going to talk about it. I don't want to.
Yeah.
You got this?
Just put the good vibes out there.
I just make sure you don't leave that field or leave anything. Oh, you didn't listen. I know you sent me a message. I haven't heard it yet because I was out. Is it like is somebody talking in the message? Is it just you?
No, it's me. It's
okay.
me.
I got it. I was going to be like,
yeah.
I thought it was going to be the children.
I don't know.
I thought about making them like a video.
There's a whole.
Oh, I thought about making them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, no, that's a whole other
A
situation.
little Any Giving Sunday.
Al Pacino.
I just feel don't you leave that field without being able to say I feel good. I did everything I could. Sucks or is awesome, one way or the other. That needs to be true. Okay, let's do it.
I appreciate it.
Mm-hmm. Kill it. Welcome back to the Evan Adams Show. From James Cook to Jaycee Horn. We got to sit down with Panthers cornerback, the one-handed interception king. It's becoming a regular thing, huh? What does it feel like to be winning with this squad 5 years in? Here's Jaycee Horn. Jaycee Horn, winner. What's this like?
Feel good. It feel good. It's the first time since I've been here that we've been over 500, especially this late in the season. So, I'm excited to just keep it going and keep trying to stack wins.
It's your 5th year there with the Panthers. You're halfway through this season. You are winning. It is such a testament to your hard work, your belief. We'll get into you personally, but how did this happen? In like one sentence, how did the Panthers get here?
Just working. Like you said, hard work, believing. Just us staying together as a close group. A lot of people, was counting us out before the season and even throughout the season. Like, you see the analysts and stuff picking other teams to win. So we all just stay together as a team and just try to battle hard for each other every Sunday.
How does that go over? Who's the person in the locker room that's saying, yo, look who this guy picked. Look at the all picked it. Who's that person? Who's that like fire starter?
I usually don't even see it until like our social media team posts it like Monday or Tuesday or whatever. And I'll just be like, dang. But I mean, it's expected. It's expected.
A lot of hard work. You are doing your thing. You are the one-handed interception king of the league. It's really fun. It's really cool and special. And I've seen people credit your dad for your hands, but I think maybe your daughter has more to do with it because new parents are always doing things in one hand. Talk to me.
Yeah, a little bit of both. I got to give some credit to my pops, but they say when you have a kid, you gain superpowers. So I'm just trying to keep it going.
What's it like being a dad while all of this is happening?
Best thing ever. The best thing that ever happened to me. This has been a pretty good season, and I've been having a pretty decent season. But nothing tops, going home after work, seeing her face, whether it's a good practice or a bad practice. She always brightened up my day, so it's the best thing in the world.
And one day she's going to get to go to YouTube, and she's going to click Jaycee Horn, one-handed interception against the Jets, Week 7, 2025. Can you please take me to that play? What did you see on that play?
Really just straight quarters. And the receiver actually had a step on me because I was depending on my safety really and just squatting on the route. And when I seen the quarterback threw it, I seen the flight of the ball. And at first I really didn't think I could get to it. So I went back to the receiver, then I went back to the ball and I just tracked it and was able to make a play.
Just tracked it. Easy. Is it hard? How hard is it? Be honest. Be so honest. The one-handers.
God blessed me with a lot of athletic ability. So, that just took over in those moments. So it didn't seem that hard. I actually think the one versus Jacksonville was better to me.
Really? Tell me why.
Because the one with the Jets, it hit my hand and I kind of like tucked it right away and got it on my body. So it was like a one-handed catch, but we only counted if it stick in practice. So like if you just hit your hand and stick to your glove, and that's kind of what happened versus Jacksonville. So I think that was a little bit of a better play, but, everybody seemed to love the Jets.
When you make a play like that, and in that one against the Jets, you had 2 interceptions in that game. Of your 3 picks this year, we've talked about them all now, 2 of them are these one-handers. What is that, not from like a X's and O's vibe here, but like as a human, as a teammate, as a man, what does that do for this team when you get back to that sideline?
It make you feel good. You got a lot of energy, especially when you up on the scoreboard. Just bring energy to the whole team, to the whole sideline. And then, you know, that stuff matters when the offense takes the field. They feeding off their energy. They able to go, you know, get points or whatever. So it really just bring a lot of juice to the coaches, to the players, everybody on the team. And, you know, hopefully we channel that energy into a W.
What do you think's led to, I mean, what you're doing is really hard to do, but the hardest thing is doing it consistently. Like when I say fourth lowest passer rating when thrown to, that is week in, week out. That is all this hard work over 5 years from when you were a little kid paying off. Why are you so consistent right now in this year?
I think just the way I was raised, you know, my parents, good was never good enough, you know, from my mom and dad. They never praised me too much when I made good plays. It was just always like even when I caught the one-hand picks, my dad was just like, good play, son, but you know what happened on this play? Or what y'all gonna do to get ready for, you know, Josh Allen?
Is that a text that he sends, or is it like in person, a phone call after the game? What?
Text. He a big texter, so he send me like books I got to read through. He say that's the only way he can like get out what he want to say through text. So yeah, he's talk to me about it through text, tell me it's a good player or whatever, and then he on to the next team or on to the bad play I had. So I think it's just them, you know, expecting greatness from me. And then, you know, when it happens, I just, like you said, I just try to reset and go to the next player, the next game, whatever, and just try to be as consistent as I can.
Are you trying to be as consistent as your dad was? Like week in, week out, he showed up.
Yeah, he showed up big time. I'm still chasing him. I got a long way to go. So, you know, I'm trying to stay focused.
It's so funny because I asked you the question of like, how do you walk this line between like you're confident AF, I can feel it, I can hear it, I can see it when you're on the field, and then not, and you just answered it's your dad. Your dad is the reason that you are even keel and how you're able to do that. I do want to say I'm a little worried about something.
What you worried about?
Jaycee, I just feel like if you keep this up, they're going to stop throwing your way, and you know this.
Yeah, I mean, that's what happened with pretty good corners. I mean, but I definitely want more opportunities to take the ball away. So I hope they keep throwing. It
sounds like you're motivated by not being talked about as you guys should be. Do you think this is the least talked about 5-4 team ever?
I'm not sure, but you know, like I said, I mean, I used to kind of use it as motivation, but I'm kind of used to it now. Just us, you know, struggling over the last couple of years. And I even said it in an interview last year, like our time was coming. And I feel like, you know, now's our time. And I was telling all the fans, you got to pick a side and stay there. Either you with us or you against us. And I feel like right now, that's where we at. You know, we're doing better than we were last year. We're not all the way there. We're not Super Bowl champions or anything like that. But I feel like we're taking the necessary steps to be a good football team and have a chance at the end of the year. So we're just going to keep working, whether, you know, people talk about us on the national networks or not. We just going to keep working and stay together as a team.
Oh, man. Monday, I watched. I have a show. It was about the Packers. It's all about the Packers. It's what didn't, what happened, what's this, what's that. It was that you beat the Packers, the class of the NFC, outside of the Eagles, in Lambeau. Can you tell me how that happened? How did that happen?
We just knew it was going to be a tough game. You know, that's a good team. You know, they got a lot of receiving threats. You know, Jordan Love controlling the ship, and, you know, he's a great quarterback. But our mindset was limit big plays, and just when we get our opportunities to take the ball away. You know, we played real good in the red zone, and that's probably the biggest thing that helped us walk away with that win. You know, taking 7 points off the board, holding them to 3. I think we got 1 or 2 fourth down stops. So really just, you know, staying together as a team, you know, especially like you said, in a hostile environment. That was my first time in Lambeau, and it was probably one of the most exciting games I played in as a Panther, you know, right outside of Seattle. But, you know, those places legendary, and anytime you get a chance to play in those places, you got to show up.
What were your dad's texts after that one? What a game.
After Green Bay game, I don't know how to go back and look, but I'm telling you, the message, it damn near be the same after every game. He focused on what I could have did better, or what, you know, he even talked to me about the offense sometimes, about what they could have did better, because it's just a receiver in him to, you know, dissect everything. But, you know, he still loves football. So he always on what y'all going to do next week to stop this, or, you know, good game, but why you play this play like that? What were you thinking? Just always trying to get better.
I do want to ask you about your boy Rico Dowdle, okay? You go way back, South Carolina. What did you make of the whole 2 pumps controversy?
It was hilarious. It was hilarious to me because I was telling the DBs, like we had went over in a team meeting, maybe like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and we looked at the actual skit that was on TV, and they said our coach Burko was telling us like 3 pumps you get flagged, 2 you good. So I guess Rico thought that was the real rule. And I was telling the DBs after the meeting, I'm like, bro, our next turnover, we need to do that. We need to do that celebration. So when I seen him pull it out, he did the 2 pumps and they threw the flag. It was hilarious because, we had just went over it in the team meeting.
And then he turned it into giving to charity, which is, I feel like, something Rico Dowdle is all about. What a great year. I'm sure you're so excited for him. I want to ask you about Bryce Young having a really solid season. Talked to him when I met you and talked to you in training camp. You're a quarterback expert. You are. What do you see him doing particularly super well this season?
Being great when it's winning time. Like, if you go back since he's been here, whenever it's winning time, 2 minutes and we got to go get points. I believe in Bryce like no other. And I don't know, that's just him. He cold-blooded. When he get in those moments, he always make the play. He always make the right throw. He always making one guy miss to get the throw off. And I told him after the game, I'm like, well, you got ice in your veins because, to go down and get us in field goal position, like you said, in Lambeau, hostile environment, it's windy, the conditions not the best, and he found a way to get us in field goal position, and then the Rook came through and won the game. So that's the main thing that stick out to me about Bryce. Like when it's clutch time, he at his best.
That's your quarterback. I remember when I was at practice, you picked him off. You had a one-hander of him in the end zone. And then I looked it up this morning, and you've never had a pick six.
Nope.
NFL. You didn't have a pick six in college, so I'd like to manifest with you. Though I love the Saints, you're sitting here a game back at the Bucks. You are facing a rookie quarterback in Tyler Shuck, okay? He is making his second NFL start. Jaycee Horn, I'm your dad texting you right now to get this pick six. I am praying for it. I am visualizing it for you. I'm not saying I'm wishing it upon him, but it might as well be you. It has to happen.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Put it in the air.
Okay.
As I need it bad. I ain't had one, like you said, since high school. So I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully it happens this Sunday. And
if it doesn't, I'm sure you'll hear from your dad. I appreciate you. Good luck. Enjoy the time. And you're handling it perfectly. Excited for you guys.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.